Hey guys, what's up? This is Hex, and today will be another video showcasing homes for the rich and the shameless. Today I'm going to be focusing on the home called the Seaveil Spire. I keep wanting to call it Sunvale for whatever reason, so you'll probably hear me accidentally call it that. uh, but this particular home, I'm severely tempted to buy. It's probably one of my favorites, and I can hardly wait to show you guys this particular home. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, here we are now at the Seaveil Spire. The location of this particular home is, I'm not even going to pronounce the name of that place. You can see it on the top left. But to give you a bit of scale of where exactly it's at, it's right here on the western part of Tamriel. And again, this home is actually pretty cool because you just actually go into this whirlpool and it'll take you right inside. Before we go any further, I guess we should talk about the price. So it's going to run you, and this is unfurnished, $14,000. But if you do want it furnished, it's $17,500. As usual, we're going to go ahead and preview it furnished. That way it makes things a bit more interesting. I know at first it kind of seems like, hey, this seems kind of like a very cold place, and I guess you might be right because this is under the ocean. But you could probably put like stuff like fire pits and such just to make it a bit more warm and homey, I guess you could say. And much like I say, whenever I preview a big place like this, you'll often say, well, this is, more for like, probably guilds, and it might be too much for one person, but, and normally I would, a home like this would just be, personally, it'd just be too big for me, but, I really love the look of this, so much that I'm kind of considering, as I mentioned before, I'm very tempted to get this. So we're going to go ahead and start with the passage on the left. And there is just an absolute ton of room to work with. If I was going to make this a library, yeah, I would probably have a lot more bookshelves just to make it, more grander. But still, it's got quite a bit going on there. I think this part right here, yeah, is supposed to be the bedroom, but in this particular space, I'd probably have more of a library or something. I would probably have the bedroom actually somewhere else. And as you can see, just a lot of room to work with. I don't know if I'd have all this as a library. I mean, I'd probably have it on certain sections, but I don't know what I would do with this. Maybe make it like a crafting area or something along that lines. But I wouldn't want too much of a, just too much of a library. So we're just going to go ahead and cut across to the other side. And this is the room right here. I feel I would probably make it more of a bedroom because it just looks so damn cool. It's very well lit, as you can see, with the bluish lights coming from like the stone lamps. And of course you can see the fish swimming around, as well as a shipwreck, which we're going to be able to see the other side here in a few. But this just looks absolutely amazing, just hands down. And finally, we're going to take a look at one of the bigger areas of the home. And as you can see, we are indeed underneath the ocean, being and having, I guess, some kind of magical force field that keeps it from, flooding the place. Um, but just a ton of room to work with. And of course, right there's the sunken ship, which looks absolutely cool. Um, there's just like a lot of potential for this place. Just a ton of potential. I would have loved to seen, and maybe that's just me nitpicking, but I would have loved to seen like something like a huge, like maybe sea serpent or something, like swimming through there, because I think that would have been absolutely incredible. Truth be told, just to see something like that. Okay, I was I was wondering if you were going to be able to swim on that, but no, that same uh, magical force field is keeping you, well, I guess you're walking on it, uh, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, you could probably even put some workbenches right here. I mean, how cool would that be? Just, while you're crafting, looking down and seeing like the bubbles, the air bubbles and stuff like that, and I'll be honest, like looking down there, it's actually kind of disturbing too, because it's like, wow, I wonder what's down that way, all the way down there. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys for today. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And tell me, what are your impressions of the Seaveil Spire? What would you do to make it, your home? What things would you add? And, just put it in the comment section below, and I hope to talk to you guys real soon. Take care.